Hello, what's up guys? This is V the Crusade. I know this is not my typical video. I usually do a lot of commentaries and spoofs. If you haven't checked out the Marks and Killjoy, those are my new series that I've created on this channel reflecting the subject matter. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and review the NECA Core Scale 40th Anniversary Big Chap Alien. Now, a little history about my channel. I used to do a lot of reviews of collectibles, figurines, masks, busts, all of that good stuff. Now, those are bygone days. My channel has gone through a lot of phase, and it's pretty rare that I get a figure or I'll review a figure per se. And I don't really collect. I'm not even a collector. I wouldn't consider myself a collector. Here and there, I do have a few small handful of things that I personally own, and that's about it, really. Now, this figure in particular, I didn't know until last week. I saw it constantly just bypassing this piece. I just couldn't get my eyes off of it. I mean, it's just an absolute gorgeous piece for what it is. I mean, I only paid $150, and for the price point, for what it's worth, I gotta say, NECA has outdid themselves by a long shot. Like, literally, they outdone themselves. Nobody would have known that at that point, what, 2019? Yeah, so 2019, back in 2019, they would have recaptured this figure in such a monstrous scale, in a very beautiful complexion that I would say justifies the price point and also the reissue, if you will. But it's really, there are a lot of things I've noticed that has been changed through this figure. Like, a lot of certain details were changed and fine-tuned, a lot of different sculpts here and there, and of course, obviously, the paint job is the highlight of this canvas. So, but yes, as I was saying, I've seen this figure 100,000 times many years ago, and I was just hesitant because I didn't really want to buy anything. I'm a pretty frugal of a person myself, and upon seeing this a couple times here and there recently this year, I was just like, you know what, maybe I should pull a plug. And so I end up just getting this guy, this voila. So it's really nice. I like the finer details, like the jaw area. So let me go ahead and show you the lateral side of this figure. I know this is a very, what you call it, informal review. Usually, typically in my past reviews, I'll have the box and the package, and I'll do a little unboxing so I can reveal the figure in a very pleasant manner. So it's a very, what you call it, revealing way of reviewing the figure. But nonetheless, I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I do best right now. I still have the box, but I just don't want to pull it out, if you will. Now, already this figure did its number by a long shot. Like, if you think of, say, Queen Studios and other companies like Sideshow, they usually do a lot of cinemaquettes and statuettes of, say, the alien creature or predator, if you will. And those cost like the thousands, so basically a fortune. But this figure only costed $150 and accomplished what many other companies could have done, but in such a large amount of money put in. But already this can already accomplish within $150 or whatever, however many money that the folks at NECA have used to really sculpt and perfect this organism, if you will. But yes, anyways, back to the finer details. The dome is really done beautifully well. It's executed. I like how there's this translucency here going on. Now on the other side, if you will, of the dome, which I will show later, it's a little more revealing. So it's a little, what you call it, transparent, and you can see the ridges of the skull area, or I should say just the head boning area. But here on this side, I like how the people who designed the dome decided, you know what, we're just gonna make this side a little foggy, so then you can still have that canvas, that effect where, like, yes, it's a little foggy and there's a bit of some revelation of the details inside the skull areas, but they don't reveal too much. So I like how they decided to do it with one side and a little bit more transparent on the other. The other thing I really do like is the jaw area. If you can see, there's this somewhat translucent, kind of opaque detail of the jaw. What do we call it? The mandible, this matrix, this area that has, I'm gonna call it the ligament or tendon, if you will. Now, I remember having the 2015 NECA Core Scale Alien, and while I owned it, I noticed how it was so white. It has that very white silver look to it, and I think they did an excellent job just making it more subtle and natural, because if you look at it, it's kind of like a transparent plastic that's kind of grayish and a bit brownish from my end, but it's not too revealing. I think they did an excellent job just capturing the natural look of the creature. I like the slime effect going on the gloss. I really do like the paint job. It has a lot of things going on for it. And let me go ahead and try to get the jaw open. I mean the inner jaw. I'm doing this as I go. I'm filming it pretty informally because typically I don't really do reviews at all. Let me see if I could. So here's the other side. Like I said, you know, it's more revealing, so you get to see the finer details of the skull, the bridges. I'm just going to need to tilt this. Bear with me, guys. But it's easier before. There we go. Sorry. I'm holding the camera in one hand and the figure with the other. Anyway, so there's the inner jaw. It's quite nice. I like the details. I'm not too spectacular about it. I think it's pretty much how it was before. Just a better paint, and that's pretty much about it. But yes, I've noticed a lot of changes in the details of the sculpt. Like the head is more proportional. It's a little sleek, and I like how the dome is perfectly sculpted. It's not sticking out as much as it should or as it was in the QC department, because I know like the 2015 one had a lot of QC problems. This one can stand up quite literally on its own without much trouble. So yeah, I really do like this. I think they've done an excellent job capturing the figure, the perfect organism, if you will. And there's a lot of slime effect. And I like how there's a lot of paint deco going on. Say like the tiger stripes, that's what I call them. But it's not like in your face, it's kind of subtle. So here and there you can already see that there are a lot of things going on with this figure. I also like how there's a lot of these imperfections, these striations, and what do we call it? Wrinkles here and there to kind of give it that suit effect, as if the actor was wearing the suit, capturing the likeness of the creature. And that's pretty much an A+ for me, because I think they put a lot of love and affection to this figure. This is literally a museum quality level of a figure. I like the ribcage area. Let me shake this up. So I love the ribcage area. It's done beautifully in this HD perfection. It's got this, what do we call it? I want to say sort of like a dark wash going on, and some airbrushing here and there around the crevices, and kind of highlights the rib cage itself. That's probably my best way to explain it from a painter's perspective, but essentially that's what's happening here, and that's what makes this here, the sternum area, more bony and crispy looking. But yes, I love how the finer details are popping up here and there. And then I'm just going to show you guys. Yeah, I haven't really done a review for ages, so you're just gonna have to bear with me. But yeah, here's the back side with the tubes. The tubes are fantastic. I think they, again, did an excellent job. But I also really like how there's these muddle looking, clay looking details, these imperfections, because what happened was when they were creating the suit, they had the artist, what's his name, H.R. Giger. H.R. Giger used a lot of clay to mold the whole entire suits, and while he did that, I think there were certain areas like the backside, I believe, that had these clay looking effects where he's just putting more clay, like more slabs. So I like that. Again, the tiger stripe details are really pronounced, but it's like as if it's part of the suit, and I really like how they handled that perfectly well. And there's the back side. The tubes are fantastic, not difficult at all to put into, to insert. and all you gotta do is have the hair dryer to put these all in, but that's pretty much about it. Yeah, again, informal review, nothing crazy. I just want to get this out here and show you guys the glory that is known as the alien. But that's it, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. You know, if there's any figure reviews you want me to do. I could probably swing by here and there, but this is my personal figure, my own collection. I don't really do reviews anymore. I don't really collect, so. But this is just one of those exceptions, and I love this piece. I think it's an excellent figure for how much it costed. So anyways, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.